Listen, with Slime coming out to Global tomorrow, a lot of people have been asking me, yo, what do you think the 3rd anniversary will be? And to that, I have a list of characters that most likely could end up to be your anniversary, and if they're not your anniversary, they're your next festival units to look at, because that is the story part we're at. This is the entire, thing where we know kind of what's coming. Some characters we don't guess, right? Like, nobody guessed Diane was gonna happen, and she did. So there's characters we're missing here. But today we're gonna we're gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna give you probably what you're going to expect for the anniversary. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's jump into this. Let's have some fun. So first on the list, I think we all know this character. It's the one that got leaked originally. The leaked character, Elizabeth. Yes, the light attribute Elizabeth. The one that so many people are triggered about till this day. Because, they're looking at something hyped. They want something hyped. And maybe Elizabeth doesn't chalk up to be that for a lot of players. Yes, it does make sense that she is hyped. I know that Goddess Elizabeth was pretty hyped. But yes, a lot of people are looking at it like, oh damn, it's another Liz. That is what exists. That is what it was in the files. That was what was leaked. Remember, it was leaked a while ago. And when I say a while ago, it was leaked before the Diane festival even came about. It was leaked like 4 weeks before that. So we all originally thought when that festival was rolling around that Light Elizabeth was going to be the unit. They were going to do that entire hype up, and that was the entire idea. But guess what? We got Diane. That happened. And then at this point, it's still in the files, lying there, just waiting to be used. Elizabeth Blood, attribute light. And then again, with this entire idea that it's the 3rd year anniversary, we're like, okay, they could easily do a light festival because 3rd anniversary is hyped. It works like that. But again, it does not have to be Liz. It really doesn't. Yeah, just because she's in the files, yes, she does exist. Things change. It could have easily been like, you know what, it got leaked. We're going to change it up. We're going to let this be a thing. And we're going to release somebody else hyped because, they see Liz. People are like, all right, that was a leak. It's true probably, right? And they're just going to summon, waste all their gems. And we could easily see something else. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Someone hyped. Think about it, it could happen. Like, just remember, we went through an entire chapter that had Assault Estarossa. He was in there for the entire chapter. We didn't get him as a unit though. He just existed. He just was floating around as a I guess you could say in the game. You could also see his entire skills and everything because he was in story. You were fighting against him, but he does exist also. He is a high candidate on here that can actually land as your festival, because it's like right now in the story it makes the most sense to drop him because you're going to run into Mael soon at a point. That's gonna happen, and releasing him before releasing Estarossa is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Again, it could happen, right? But I'm saying it now, most likely before you actually land on it being Mael, you could land on it being this, right? We don't see Mael for a little bit now, and I don't think they will go into the story with that, because there are so many other characters you run into at this point. Again, they did Purgatory Bond very early in comparison to when we expected him, so that happened. They did do Chad King before anyone expected him. No one expected Chad King one bit, literally one bit, but he did land very early. There's this, he exists. I think before they actually get into doing another light unit, or the first light unit being Mael, you know what I'm trying to say here. This exists, right? And again, you can easily do the Dark Festival for 3rd Annie, and then right after that just randomly do a light festival. It doesn't have to coincide perfectly, it just has to happen. And remember, they use the New Year festival as the Dark Festival, which was very hyped. They can easily just choose a different festival because the 3rd Annie is already hyped just by titling the unit as 3rd anniversary. That's enough hype to it. Then later on, they just use the light festival and hype that up separately. Double the hype. Very simple. I wasn't gonna include this part in the video, but I will because screw it. I recorded the entire video, then I recorded this part after. But what happens is, remember, when they first mentioned the word Purgatory, they gave you Purgatory Bond. That was the entire idea. He wasn't actually Purgatory Bond yet, but they just did it that way. Then with Chad King, I don't even know how the hell that worked, but that did. They could easily do oh, he's turning into Corrupt Estarossa. Screw it, it's Mael. They're gonna, I don't know, they could do so much with that also. He could drop, I doubt it. I think Estarossa should drop first, but yes, I'll just include the possibility. It could be Mael. I doubt it, but it could be. While we're also talking about it, remember this Chad himself appears at one point, and soon we can easily see another Escanor unit, and they could also go down the route of making it a light unit. They really could. Because remember, in this entire fight sequence, we kind of see, I think, new attacks from Escanor. This does happen in the episode after the one that I'm talking about. So right now, I think we're gonna see the content of episode 1-ish. Yeah, at a point we can also see this. So if it's not the next festival,
you could see another Escanor before they go into the Escanor at the very end of the story. I'm not going to talk about that Escanor just in case you haven't seen it. Go see it. You should. Anyways, but yes, this does exist. And I'm telling you now, an Escanor festival again would be great. We're waiting for Escanor in Ragnarok. That is an L we're taking currently. They showed him off like multiple times and like had a chance to drop him, but they didn't. An Escanor would be very good right now. Like, look at this. We have 3 Escanors. We have, like, what, 7 Merlins also. We have, like, 10 Gothers. We have, what other sins? Diane. There's so many Dianes. There's so many other characters. There's so many kings. We have 3 Escanors. At a point, Ragnarok Escanor has to drop. Definitely another Fest Escanor. I'm thinking maybe a Holiday Escanor at one point, right? We had Halloween Escanor leaked a while ago as a beta app, right? So that can change at any point. But we need more Escanors. We really do. And just remember, we easily can see the rest of the sins re-released with new festival units with that new attribute, right? It does exist that you can see light Escanor, but that means the same vice versa for any other character. I think you could chalk up like what Gother also. You could say dark attribute and like release festival wheelchair Gother. That exists. You can also say Merlin as dark. You can also say light Elizabeth. That's obvious. Meliodas already reached. Already is dark. I don't know if you could say. I don't think you could say light Chad King or light King. Can you say that really? Diane, you can't say light Diane or anything like that. Yeah, you can't do that. No, right? Probably not. Yeah. Let's minus those 2. But other ones you can, right? You can say easily dark attribute Merlin and then do like an insanely broken Merlin like this one. You can also do dark attribute this original demon and dark attribute Chandler and Cusack. Other way. Chandler and Cusack. You can do that as well. These all can pop up as characters because they all pop up in the story. I still would not say these 2 are festival unit worthy. If they end up being festival units, I'm going to slap somebody. They could definitely be side unit banner, right? They could be like, you have Dark Estarossa and you have Cusack on the side. That would be great. I'm hoping that, you know, these do not end up as actual units at festival level, like 900 banner level. I hope not. They could still be dark, right? But I don't know how they're going to do it. But this could exist, definitely. I'm putting it out there that these old things could happen. Remember, in story, we're going to reach a point where this could pop up. Also, this could easily be, you know, done as another festival unit. Escanor could also be dropped as another festival unit. And then there's Liz, and there's Estarossa. Those are the possible units. That's really it. If they choose anything other than the list, I have no idea. At a point, also, you probably will see another Bond. They'll do that. At a point, also, you'll see another Zeldris. They're going to do that also. I think in the storyline, or in this area, we're going to also see the Omnius Nebulous Zeldris. Remember, the Festival Zeldris we currently have isn't that one. So, you can also see that. There's so many possibilities. I'm still going to stand in Mael. Has a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Could drop. Really could. We say that about a lot of things. Nobody expected the other 2 I mentioned. Purgatory Bomb was really early. What is it? I think Fez Diane's, I guess, okay. Chad King, no one expected that. It could happen. I'm putting it out there. But yes, thank you for watching. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the, I don't even know. Hopefully this goes well and we actually have a solid Fez. I'm hoping, dude. The most hyped Fez for the 3rd annual. We need it. Diane wasn't as hyped. I'm just saying that now. Great unit, don't get me wrong. Just not hyped. So, hopefully it's a good Annie. We'll see.